Hello, everybody. Welcome to the D-Pad for our December 2021 Patreon Hangout. I am so sorry for all of the delays that we've had going into this. Normally, we don't do this on Saturdays to start with, but a schedule change on our side meant that Friday was going to be pretty occupado. And then tonight, I've been having some technical hiccups that have not been making this very easy for me. Hopefully we're not losing too many frames. Looks like we have here or there, but not anything too serious, at least not yet. So yeah, hello, howdy. I just realized that I didn't pull my notes up or anything. I'm going to do them from a phone. I'm going to do my phone-based notes. Those are always my easier way of doing these. It is, oh no, I'm fine. I am tired. It's been a long November and December, so I'm just like wiped out. I did not sleep great last night, so I'm like coming into it feeling a little bit on the low energy side. So we're gonna be in more jazz mode for this Patreon hangout. Also, my eyebrow. Look at this. What's going on? What's going on with this little bifurcated eyebrow? That's weird. Gotta sneeze. Remember to dab when you sneeze. It's the cleanest way to sneeze. But yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everything going? Everybody looking forward to Christmas next week? Yeah, no kidding. It's been a long-ass March 2020. God damn. Yeah, I watched Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it just sucked all the life out of me, and I just couldn't carry on with any of my day-to-day... Oh, thank you. Any of my day-to-day business from there. It was too much. No one should ever watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah. No, that's where that thought ends. No one should watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's also, today was our first, like, real snow. Sarah and I were actually supposed to spend the afternoon going to my aunt's place for my mom's side of the family's Christmas get-together, and we wound up not, both because of the weather and also I wasn't feeling amazing. My mom, as it turns out, was also feeling sick, so she didn't go either, and, like, it wound up being, like, a whole thing. But everybody's doing okay. Everybody's good. But yeah. Oh, no! Oh, geez, that super sucks. I hope that you're good. I hope your parents are good. I hope everybody gets better soon, and I hope you stay safe. It's definitely not fun. I haven't gotten it myself, but John can attest to the fact that COVID blows even in the like least severe cases. So hope everyone does better soon. I can vouch for the fact that No Way Home is awesome. I'm not going to talk about it. I think at all, actually, during this, because obviously the movie's been out for 2 days, so not everybody's had a chance to see it. And it's apparently the second biggest opening day and second biggest opening weekend of all time. So that's a pretty big deal, domestically anyway. So everybody's going to see it. It is a solid movie. I think I could see why there might be some things people wind up not loving about it in little bits and pieces, but like honestly, it's a really great movie. I felt things I wasn't expecting to feel in a big way, like some really unexpected stuff that they tugged at. So it's a blast. Hope you have a good time. I had a great time. I'm probably gonna go see it again at some point eventually. I don't know. Once theaters are no longer packed and I am not as exhausted. So, but yeah, solid movie. I'm wondering now. I'm just kind of like thinking, like, would I say it's my favorite? I'm not sure I'd say it's necessarily my favorite. I think Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man Homecoming are both ultimately the two of them. So Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Spider-Man No Way Home are all pretty well neck and neck, in my opinion. It's really hard to pick between them, and I think my mood is the bigger decision maker there from day to day. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. It's double weird because they stole that from Enter the Matrix, which, I mean, kind of tacky to just to have a giant Mecha Ben at the end of it to beat up every universe's Ned Leeds over and over again. Until Kang the Conqueror showed up. That was kind of weird. I didn't think that was a really good call. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I'm more referring to the kind of the live action Spider-Man movies, but the funniest thing about the Itsy Bitsy Spider-Man bit too is that in Amazing Spider-Man 2, they have that as a gag. Oh, I'm just realizing, am I like all desynced audio wise? Because I just realized that I haven't touched any of my usual stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm probably a little off, right? Because I'm looking at my own face in the webcam like feed, and it's almost immediate, and I've got a 1/6 of a second delay on my voice, which is usually necessary for oh, okay, I guess a 1/6 of a second is less than it feels like. I just kind of like realized all at once, like, oh no, wait a minute, I forgot to actually check that, so that's good. But yeah, when Spider-Man and Electro are fighting, Electro bounces between the giant pylons of the power station, and it does a dubsteppy like it's like, why are we doing this? And then Spider-Man actually yells out like, I hate this song, and like I wrote down in my notes at that exact moment, I hate this scene. Like, oh, it's so bad. Ugh. But yeah, YouTube's got some latency issues. I want to start checking. I want to start tweaking these settings for the Hangouts in 2022 to see if I can make it lower latency or something. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I may also start experimenting with doing stuff with the camera, the like nice camera, so we can get a slightly better picture. Like I can literally, like the contrast right here behind me looks really muddy. Like it's just black. It's just a Vanta black couch behind me. Like you can't see anything going on. Not that it's necessarily important to see the texture on the couch behind me, but also if you look up here, there's an awful lot of grain and noise going on there. Look at all that color noise going on for no reason. So that's usually a sign of low light and like essentially bad ISO settings, kinda. Or more realistically, that just the webcam is not powerful enough to do this correctly. Let's see. I feel like generally speaking, what makes a movie bad is if you constantly find yourself going, wait, what? Like over and over again. That's usually a pretty good sign that that a movie is probably not so good, I would say. Amazing Spider-Man 1 is actually decent enough. Like it's not great by any stretch, but like it's fine. It was a decent enough building block to start the series from, but they just kind of decided that they needed to have everything from the first one and more. Like they needed to add, basically for every plot line they wanted to continue from the first one, they had to add another one on top of that for 2. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is my least favorite Spider-Man movie. Watching Spider-Man 3, The Amazing Spider-Man 1, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 all back to back was difficult. That was a really exhausting portion of that week, to be honest. Was just like really just trudging through 8 hours of bad Spider-Man. That was not my favorite time ever. That's the thing, is like Amazing Spider-Man 2 would legitimately have made a much, much better TV series, because they had the plot lines they had were so dense that they were difficult to explain and get any like real arcs out of in a movie format. But a TV series, that would have been perfect for it. They literally could have done the same exact plot lines and done more detail, done more building, done more like universe growth and stuff, and made it work, as opposed to the movie, which just smashes it all into 2 hours and like 15 minutes. Oh man. Oh, with Leopardon and all of that. I'd love to watch that one of these days. I've been meaning to check that out, actually. And yeah, I was so fucking stunned when I was doing research on that and discovering that there were 13 separate things that 13 separate movies that Sony was planning after Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like that's not even just like ego or hubris. It's just like nonsense. Like someone did not know how to say no to somebody. Probably Avi Arad, but regardless, like what a ridiculously bad idea, like top to bottom. It's funny. There was a point where I had debated trying to set up like a seriesly of some of the earlier seasons of the Power Rangers. I wasn't going to go into the Super Sentai side of things much because it's a lot harder to approach as someone who didn't. I watched Power Rangers for the first 3 seasons and then I kind of fell off, but I did not watch any like OG Sentai material. I watched Beetleborgs. Like Power Rangers would have been fun to kind of do a thing for, but I don't know. Yeah. I've had a couple of thoughts for those for Seriously, but those are more like full-time projects. Those I should actually, if I was smart, I would make those Patreon goals. If we reach such and such a goal, I'll do a Seriously on, Digimon Adventure 1 and 2 or something. Yeah, there's been a handful of those I've wanted to do, but I think I need to find a good way to incentivize. Patreon might be the way to do it. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, in fact, since we're here for this Patreon hangout, let us start chatting up where things are at. Sega 32X Mini. We have actually completed the Sega 32X Mini series. I wrote it down as that because it's shorter, but the complete 32X. We have indeed beaten. Well, not beaten. We've beaten the system by playing all the games. We've actually made it through all of them. Superman Lives. I was foolishly optimistic that we were ever going to get more than 3 people in a room ever again. So I need to figure out an alternative way to make Superman Lives happen. Because yes, you are owed Superman Lives, absolutely. I forget if you guys are also owed the James Cameron Spider-Man script yet. Because that's also a goal on there. And I forget if we've reached that point yet. But yes, no, Superman Lives is definitely something you guys are owed, and I will figure out a way to make that work somehow. I don't know. I'll tell everyone that we're doing a 24-hour marathon stream in March, like March 2nd or something. I'll say we're doing a 24-hour marathon stream, and it'll actually secretly just be me tricking everyone to be in a room for 24 hours so we can do the Superman Lives script. That'll be it. That'll be how that works. But yeah, the complete 32X is complete on our side. You guys have not seen the last batch of those yet, but we just finished recording the rest of those. So that's solid. Not as successful of a series as I was hoping for. Not in terms of like video success, but I mean just in terms of like we did Ouya Oh No, and I think it was easy to kind of get into the ridiculousness of some of the games that got on there. The 32X, well, part of it, I'm genuinely surprised and a little disappointed that the Genesis Mini is so bad at handling 32X ROMs. I had been running on the assumption that it was capable of doing all those things, but I guess it was really, the technical issues really kind of messed it up a lot. I had actually, so in one of the videos, it might have been a Sonic Rivals video or something, in one of the videos, I had mentioned to Jeff half jokingly that like, come back in 2032 and we'll do the complete 32 Redux where we just emulate them or we just put them in a physical 32X and play them that way. And honestly, like, it might be worth revisiting for real someday down the line. I don't think it's going to be something we do anywhere soon, but, it might be something we come back to in a handful of years to give a more sincere shot at, because it feels like this wasn't very representative of the games, which is kind of half of the point. And we didn't really wind up doing what we were supposed to do with that. So it felt like it's not really the series that it was meant to be, I guess. That's kind of where I'm at with it. And it disappoints me a little bit that was how it went. Because, like, if I knew it was going to be this much of a problem, I might not have done it and might have just, taken this holiday to focus more on Christmas specials and resting a bit more. I've really been working myself a little harder than I should. I have some big stuff that I'm like frantically pulling together at the last second, the 32X has a really weird library to it also. So that doesn't help in the sense that like with Ouya Oh No, what we got was not so frequently like really weird stuff. There was weird stuff, but it was a minority. What we usually got was more amateurish or just like beginner grade game design, which is totally fine. It was basically like the same as doing like a random like dartboard at itch.io or something and just grabbing random games and seeing what happens. But yeah, I don't know. We have some decent stuff left. We have some weird ones left. I'm very intrigued to see what you guys think of the last batch of these games. So that'll be interesting to see how that wraps up. It'll be nice to have another thing off the schedule too. Thousand Arms has not returned yet. Felice has been pretty busy, so they haven't had a chance to swing in to re-record. Oh, it was such a demotivator for us to re-record the batch of episodes that we lost video for. The good news too is because the previous batch ended where disc 1 ended. It turns out that when you emulate the PlayStation, each disc has its own set of save states. At least in, was it EPSXE? So we have a save state permanently at the end of disc 1. So we could literally fuck up the video over and over again in disc 2 and accidentally save over save states or whatever, and we'll always have that save state at the end of disc 1. So that's a good thing for us to be able to have. But that should be something that we'll be wrapping up kind of early into next year. Like I said before, Hindsight as a series has kind of dramatically shifted in terms of like what its time frame is and what it's going to be and all of these things. So like we're just kind of playing it by ear. And it's a good opportunity for like us to put the spotlight on folks who usually aren't doing as many games and be able to like see what kind of games they have nostalgia for. So I thought it was kind of fun. I don't know. Mega Man is on a little bit of a break again. Mega Man will be coming back soon, in the next week or two for sure. Trying to schedule with John. He's actually been really good about getting down here for recording, but he has been having trouble with like timing things regarding like work and stuff. So it's been a little bit tough to get as much as we'd like to get done. He probably won't be here for the next batch of Brilliant Diamond episodes. But the face off will come after that, and he'll be there for that, and we'll kind of go from there. But backing up to Mega Man, we will be starting that in the next week or two. Star Force, same thing. We have a couple weeks where we're not going to have any Star Force. We didn't have time when Jeff was here in order to record more of that. So we have Star Force should be probably coming back the weekend of either the 8th or the 15th of January, and then we're going to be continuing through from there pretty closely to the end of the game, I would think. I don't think I've got anything else to say on Mega Man. Sonic Rivals has been completed. We have recorded the rest of Sonic Rivals to its conclusion. The game sucks. It's it's a bad game. It's a really like hollow feeling game, so it was kind of frustrating to hey see dude. And Final Biscuit as well. Sonic Rivals was kind of a bummer of a game to have to do 4 times, and I think that's part of why it was so easy to throw it by the wayside. So yeah, that wound up being kind of a thing. The PSP is still alive. It will be capable of playing Sonic Rivals 2. So yay. I don't know. But yeah, we will be jumping into new stuff soon. Sonic Rivals is over, as well as Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. We've actually had that wrapped up recording-wise for about 2 weeks now. We've got more episodes coming out that ride us all the way to the finish. The entire rest of this game is me and Lindsay, and people have been enjoying that, it seems like, so that's good. The camera in Sonic Rivals on the like Ice Mountain, whatever the hell zone, was really weird. I'm not sure if it physically got stuck behind a barrier, or if if a sign got flipped, so it just pointed the wrong direction, or what? Because the controls were exactly the same as normal, meaning pressing right went left and left went right because the camera was on the wrong side. Sonic Rivals would be a free-to-play mobile game at this point. Realistically, it almost certainly had the development cycle of a Flash game. It's nuts, but I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. We do have that wrapped up, and we've actually started recording the next game as well. So we've got some of those in the can. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So we have finally started the new Pokemon game. I guess we had already started it Did we? Yeah, we started it by the time the last Hangout had come around, I think. But Brilliant Diamond is also on its way. I immediately am happier with my naming choice, my naming theme than I was going to use before. I just like the idea of just like, fuck it, just names. Just names is my naming scheme. John can make all the suggestions he wants. He's welcome to use any of the names he suggests for his Pokemon, but I'm using just names and just having a fun old time doing that. That's how that's gonna go. But I am both excited and a little nervous because Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum have a reputation. Gen 4 has a reputation for being pretty unforgivingly difficult and pretty surprising in its difficulty. Not just like level spikes, but like surprisingly clever coverage moves and abilities and some interesting synergy between everything. So I'm really excited to see where the rest of this goes from here. I think that'll be pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, regular people names is underrated. I think it was a fun choice. I like it so far. I'm not just gonna rhyme. Rhymes are fun, but I'm not just gonna rhyme with everything. I think I've got one rhyme, one really dumb pun, and one preemptive rhyme. Yeah. Yeah, the gym leaders seem like they're going to be really brutal, and if anything, it's going to come a little bit down to luck of the draw who goes into the gym leader first, because then the second person gets to see some of those pitfalls coming. Like, now I know Cranidos has Earthquake, and that Geodude, at the very least the Geodude, if not more Pokemon in Rourke's team, have Stealth Rock. So I have to be ready for that. I need to not be switching unless I am really prepared. And I need to be ready to deal with Earthquake. I don't remember whether Piplup gains the Steel type in its middle evolution or its final evolution, because that could be a bit of a thing too. I guess if I go in, I think it's the final evolution. I think final. Oh, sorry, Bulldoze, not Earthquake. Yeah, basically Baby Earthquake. I think it gets Steel when it becomes Empoleon, not when it's Prinplup. Yeah. Definitely kind of a I guess it's definitely Cranium. So Cranidos just kind of sounds weird because then it makes me think it's like a bird, which I guess by being a dinosaur it's almost a bird, but I don't know. It's just like the way the word looks. It just comes off as like Cranidos to me. I don't know. Yeah, the attack stat on it is absurd. It is crazy how high the attack. It's like the ultimate glass cannon to throw into a gym fight, but like, holy shit. My God. The worst thing for Chimchar too is, yeah, as not Monferno. Monferno. That fighting type would have made a big difference for him in there against the rock types, but yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous about the fight, but between Budew and Piplup, I'm feeling okay. I'm honestly debating like if throwing Budew out first in that fight just to throw Leech Seed down. Just to get something coming back our way to help deal with some of the other bullshit, you know? Yeah, Gen 5, we got what? Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott? And it would be not Emboar. What's the last one for that? That's the last one there gets fighting type again, I think, right? Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's not going to stick around for the whole battle. Yeah. Yeah, it's hilarious that Rourke is basically just Brock, but with a better Pokemon. Because he has a Geodude and an Onix, and they have pretty standard moves. And then, oh, here's this guy. Here's Rock Dinosaur. So, yeah. I'm glad that they stopped fucking doing the fire and fighting thing so much. Jesus. That was getting old. They did it, 3 generations in a row, I think? Did they do it for Gen 3, 4, and 5 in a row? Because Gen 6 was Gen 6 was Fire and Psychic, I think, right? Yeah. Tepig, yeah. Because Gen 3... What is Gen 3? Because Gen 4 is Chimchar. Gen 3 was... Oh, the chicken, Combuskin, and all those. So, yeah. 3 in a row. Yeah, first gem Fossil is an odd decision there for sure. Honestly, yeah, Cranidos and Shieldon together would actually be a pretty rad thing there, especially since he's got this like mining aesthetic, which fits with the whole Fossil theme too. Like that actually could be kind of cool there, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is going pretty well. Jeff is, from my understanding, finally going to be taking on the 6th gym. I did the math, too. His streams, it's been 12 hours since he beat the 5th gym. That's like almost 50 episodes worth of a Let's Play between the 5th and 6th gym, which is crazy. And that's not a dig on Jeff. It's more just like, holy shit, this game. No, I definitely don't want to fight a rock steel type, but if I can get my hands on some ground, I could be in worse places, you know. But yeah, so that's where Pokemon's at. I'm looking forward to getting that moving again. We're gonna try to keep that going. We're gonna try to keep that from stalling out too long. I think we're going to start being less precious, too, about like whether John has to physically be here for my episodes. If I'm going to try to have him here for them, but if there's a point where he just kind of can't make it and there's an opportunity to record a week's worth of episodes, might just go for it, and I'll throw him the episode so he can watch and all of that stuff, too. It's tougher for him because he doesn't quite have a setup right now that is primed for him recording on his own, but, you know, we'll make it, we'll figure it out, we'll make it work. We may have to pull some weird stuff with Pokemon Legends Arceus in January because I was really, really hoping we were going to manage to make it work so that Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra would be done by then, but we haven't been able to get folks together for Isle of Armor in a while. And even then, I think it was one session over the course of several months. So, I mean, that's the thing. So it's up to John at that point. I will give him all the tools he needs. He can watch them, and that'll be his thing, but if he doesn't watch them, that is entirely his fault, and he's got to take the fall for that if he doesn't. He has no one to blame but himself. If I literally give him the episodes before they even go live, then he's got no excuse. So, oh, that's right. Fighting is also double effective against rock and steel. Yeah. Because ground and fighting are both double effective there, I think, right? Yeah. But yeah. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm losing my voice. What a great time for that. I've got tons of voiceover I have to do. Perfect. Let's see. The funny thing is, the chat that's showing up right here, for me, that's showing up here before it's showing up in my YouTube dashboard, like on the computer on the side here, which is ridiculous. But yeah, no, that's the thing, right? If I lose a bunch of Pokemon and he doesn't know it because he didn't watch and prepare, that is entirely on him. And yeah, I was kind of intrigued. John was kind of convinced that we were going with the if your party wipes, then you lose the Nuzlocke, which a lot of people do use that rule. Insurgents uses that rule, but the problem is, like, you can just get yourself into a bad situation and just get screwed super hard by that, and then your game is over. Whereas I prefer the idea, it's like, if your party wipes, but that's 6 Pokemon you got to replace, and guaranteed the options you have to replace them with are gonna be like lower level and less good. More so in Gen 4 where you're using up TMs also. I think we're gonna have to play the Grand Underground by oh my god, play it by ear a little bit. I think we're gonna have to either keep it to just one Pokemon or something, but I don't know. And yeah, Pokemon X for me was interesting because I think I forget if I had 3 full party wipes. I had at least 1 full party wipe, but I lost essentially my A, B, and C teams in full, and I had a 4th string team that I was able to finally beat the game with. still in my Nuzlocke. Yeah, and you'll have to refight the person that you wipe to and get past them still. So I don't know. No, I'm gonna keep the rule about winner does post game because I'm gonna win this time. So I'm not pulling any punches this time around. John can suck it. Also, John has complete clear access to Stealth Rock that I do. Yeah, Chandelure, which was such an unlucky circumstance. I just happened to have the wrong composition that by the time that came around, I literally had no options left. I just had to watch my team die. Yeah, John has as much access to Stealth Rock as I do in this game. I think his issue is that spin moves aren't readily available, which tough. So, yeah. Why have him revive Shinx for the next game when mine's going to make it all the way to the end? No, this is not hubris so much as me just talking a big game for the sake of, I don't know. John is already suffering for just storming into everything without really thinking, but 1 per gym badge is also a possibility. I don't know. We'll have to see. It really depends because the game is tough. So like there's going to be probably a lot of Pokemon that we lose over time. And also just, I don't know. I feel like if we get 8 Pokemon from down there, that might be just going a little overboard. I don't know. 1 per section makes more sense to me. 1 per section, it definitely seems like something that makes generally more sense because that fits with, how Nuzlocks traditionally tend to work anyway. We didn't do it with, I guess it wouldn't have happened. If we were going to do Sword and Shield, we definitely were not going to do it that way for the fucking big zone, whatever the hell it's called, wild area, because there's just so many subdivisions. But so I don't know. True, you do get to pick. That is true. So like we may have to play this by ear a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I think it's still a couple gyms until we actually get there anyway. So we'll have to see. If the game is really just wrecking our lives, then we'll probably do 1 per section. But if it's starting to even out a little bit, we'll probably just make it 1. And if we relent on that rule, we'll just keep track of what section the battle happened in, and we'll re-enable the remaining 4 or something. But yeah, 1. What like there will so the answer is at least 1, not 8. Maybe 5. That's, I think, my short answer on that one. We talked Pokemon. We talked Isle of Armor. Yeah, Legends Arceus is coming in a couple weeks, and we're going to jump on that pretty much right away. We're basically going to play it like Breath of the Wild in the sense that we're just going to kind of do it as a group. Whoever's here wants to do it, and we're just going to kind of pass the controller around a bunch. So yeah, I think we'll just kind of get on that as soon as we can, and whenever we're able to get Isle of Armor done and Crown Tundra going, then we'll jump on those two. I will do the best I can. I can't really make any promises on that, but beyond that, I will do the best I can. Oh, relatedly for Pokemon Sun post-game has been concluded. We have finished it. The episodes are not done going up yet, but we have finished it. So Sun is done. So Sonic Rivals is done. Team Kirby Clash is Deluxe is done. Pokemon Sun post-game is done. So there we go. That's going to be coming up over the next week or two. Yeah. So that's where that's at. As far as streams go, Jeff and the Sunday crew were kind of on a bi-weekly schedule for Neverwinter Nights. I don't know if they're planning. I think they are planning to do tomorrow, but aren't planning to do the week of Christmas. I don't know if they're going to do New Year's weekend also. Did you get any feels from the Eevee quest, or did John skip past all of it? Yes, we actually did. We were very surprised. Just by dumb luck, like the last 2 or 3 that we run into all happen to be the ones with the actual like emotional weight to them. Like not to spoil it, I guess, for anyone who hasn't experienced it themselves, but fighting the little girl definitely carried some emotional weight there, as well as the woman in the community center. I think were the two biggest ones of like, ouch. Okay, got it. But yeah, so Sun post game is done. Dave is doing his usual Monday night streams with various games. I believe he's going to be coming back for that on Monday of this coming week. Tuesdays, I've been doing Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Last time I got to the end of the original version of the game and have started the extended last chapter that got added, I think, after Birth by Sleep and 358 Days Over 2 were released. So I'm curious to see how that kind of pulls itself together. I'm probably just going to push through and do it all in one. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we're just going to go for it and finish out the game. Wednesday, Jeff normally has his Pokemon Nuzlocke stream. I believe he is planning to do it this coming week, but he's not going to be doing it from his usual location. So his setup's going to be a little different from normal. And then Thursday, we'll be back for some more Spider-Man Miles Morales. I may finish it. I probably won't. I've been getting about 20% complete per day, but I've also been focusing on a lot of side stuff, and there's very little of that left that I've seen anyway. So I guess there's some like random tasks in the app that I haven't been focusing on. So there might be some of that to do. But yeah, so I think that's everything as far as streaming goes. And then you got to play The World Ends With You because I didn't in the first world, and Kingdom Hearts 3D confused the hell out of me. Do they actually reference The World Ends With You in Dream Drop Distance? That'd be pretty cool. I haven't played World Ends With You in a very long time, and I have not played the Switch one or they put out the sequel already, right? Is now the time to talk about a certain stream you put on the let me take a look actually, because I don't remember which one we're referring to, but let me double check real quick. Certain stream for the it's not in there for January technically. It's on there for the last Tuesday of the month, but the current plan is that Tuesday after Christmas, the 28th, I'm going to be doing my mini marathon of the Super Mario and Wario Land series. And we're just going to kind of play it by ear. I'm probably going to be starting pretty early in the day because I want to be able to get a lot of it in there. I originally wanted to do it the week before Christmas just because I'm going to have basically the house to myself for a couple days while I'm getting a couple last things put together before Christmas. And I was like, well, I could probably do some of that then, maybe, I guess. But I have more Recoded to do, so I want to get that one done before moving on to a different thing. And then in January, we're probably going to be starting immediately in January with 2 new streams. So I'll have to see right around Christmas about like polling folks about what we should be replacing those with. It'll also be nice. There's going to be a nice big break for me from doing R-rated reviews. Because Hawkeye ends next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, and we don't have a release date for any series or movies. Doctor Strange 2 is coming out in May of next year, so 5 months until that, and we don't have actual release dates or premiere dates for any of the shows. It'll be a nice chance for me to take a breather and think about what I want to do differently for reviews going forward, and I might do reviews for a couple other things instead, because it'd be nice to do more reviews in general, and we'll have to see how that goes, but we'll see. Gets to all the games he didn't get to do elsewhere, and he starts doing that with 3D. Nice. That'll be fun to kind of check out there. Moon Knight or She-Hulk are definitely a possibility. They've both been announced for 2022 for a while. I don't think Ms. Marvel is ready just yet, and I don't know where the other ones are at. But I'm excited for both of those. I know very little about Moon Knight, and I know only moderately more about She-Hulk. My one thing for She-Hulk is I hope that there's a possibility that we get to see any other. I guess we're gonna see Bruce is supposed to be involved there. I don't know who else is gonna be there. Oh God, no. There's actually a really good review series on the Arrowverse, and I don't remember who does it. And it says everything that I could ever dream to say, significantly better than I could. Let's see. I'm wondering if it might be Ross McIntyre's The Downfall of Arrow. Oh, man, I really need to like dig around, I guess, because he didn't intend to, but eventually kind of fell into doing a review of every single season of the show. And also of the show being Arrow, and then also The Flash. And it's just like more and more like, oof, no, why? But yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Peacemaker is supposed to be coming out shortly. That should be interesting too. Well, She-Hulk and Moon Knight are both going to be series, so that's going to be, yeah, it's right. Like it'd be cool. It would be cool to see. Maybe like it'd be neat. It would be neat to see like Matt Murdock show up. It'd be neat to see, or Foggy, or any of the other like Defenders style folks. I want to see Jessica Jones walking around somewhere. I miss them. I miss them every day. It bums me out. I'm interested to see where the Hawkeye finale goes based on the stuff that it's been dropping down. I have not seen. I know there's teasers that are out there, not like leaks, but actual like trailers and teasers. But I don't watch those episode to episode. I'd rather be surprised about them when I go in. Let's see. Am I forgetting anything in here? I don't think I am. The next one of these, I think, is going to be on the 28th of January. I think it's the last Friday of the month. So let's see. Let me scroll through these real quick. I believe that I am going to be doing these on the last Friday of every month through until... Let me see. 1 second here. I think the first one of these that we're not going to be doing on the last Friday of the month going forward is going to be May. So Memorial Day weekend is going to be the first time that we're not going to do the last Friday of the month. So January, February, March, April, last Friday of the month, every one of those. Yeah, Resident Evil. There's not a lot to say there. We are slowly making our way through. I mean, not even slowly. We are actually pretty briskly making our way through the Dark Side Chronicles. We're probably around 60 to 70% of the way through, and we have a little bit more to go. We have like another chapter or so to go forward, and then we'll be moving on to Resident Evil 4. We'll be getting into the next real trilogy of games here, even though they're a little bit less connected as far as I've heard from like what the original trilogy, by which I mean like the 7 games that form it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have Shang-Chi at home and just Iron Fist. Wow, have we really done 36 straight? Holy cow. Damn. I know we've had a couple delays here and there, but like actually managing 12 a year for 3 years straight, I'm actually surprised. It feels like it was further back than that. But that is because the last 2 years have been long. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to really talk about tonight. I'm sure we'll have a lot more to talk about next month because there's going to be just a ton of things ending and beginning and kind of shifting in things. Kirby will be on its last little batch of episodes by then. Oh, I also noticed a mistake in the... Whoops, I'll have to fix the calendar for that. I mean, I got to update it anyway, but anyway, I'll fix that later. So Banana Shipment will be happening in the next few days. I still am trying to get a hold of, I hope this works, to get an address, but I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and ship out the rest. I I believe we do still have to fabricate. Let's see. We still have to fabricate a new silver and a new bronze. So Pacifisto and a Savian, I think we'll have to ship those out in about a week. Everybody else, I will be hitting up probably the UPS store or the FedEx store. We got both nearby to get these bad boys going in the next 4 to 5 days. It'll be at the start of the week. I might use it as an excuse to go for a walk on like Tuesday when my arm is killing me after I get my booster shot. But so Nobody, Sea Dude, Golux, and Snoogleflorp will all be getting theirs put into the mail. Pacifisto and a Savian, we will have those going in as soon as we've had a chance to fabricate the new silver and the second bronze. And I hope this works. We will have a batch of these colorful ones going out as soon as we have an address to send them to. How much are you charging for a full-size yellow banana? Ask Sarah. She'll give you an answer. Yeah, no, I think, as far as chocolate goes, we actually are having trouble with the winnower now, but I think we have that like partly wrapped up. Sarah was also trying to make some chocolate for her dad for Christmas as kind of a little tradition that they have. But hopefully Christmas weekend, once we get back, we'll have a chance to kind of like get those actually done at long last. I was really hoping to get them done early in the month, but it's been chaotic and I've been having a hard time keeping everything kind of straight, as has probably been evidenced by the really absurd times that videos have been going up lately. But doing the best we can to be there. The start of the year is going to feel like a breath of fresh air in a big way, so I'm looking forward to that. But cool. Yeah, happy holidays to all of you guys and a happy new year as well. Here's hoping 2022 is a better one in every conceivable way. I think I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm probably going to have to upload this separately to YouTube or something because we did drop a lot of frames. But thank you guys very much for hanging out. If anyone watching this in the VOD would like to hang out during one of these, you can head to patreon.com/gpadfm to find out how. I'm probably going to be giving that a bit of an overhaul in the next week. I want to change up some of the just general look and feel of it. Maybe add a couple of new things. So yeah, cool. But yeah, have a good one, you guys. Happy holidays. Hug your friends and family. Get vaccinated if you can. Get boosted if you can. And stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.